I didn't take the keys out of the house to unlock the car to get my gloves that are in the, so I don't have my glovies on, but warm up so quick. I just want to show you this beautiful morning. Can you see see, I don't, if I do it from the top of the hill, you can see it better. Can you see the mist? So we've got sun. It's not just mist though, it's also, I realise it's not just mist, that's also smoke from people's fires. Do the quick live. Cold, a bit chilly. It's beautiful sun. We just disconnected. A gentleman who goes actually to a different church. So we just disconnected. A gentleman who goes actually to a different church. So my neighbour and I go to different churches, and this gentleman goes to the church that my neighbour goes to. And she invited me to a few barbecues and stuff. From her church, and a few situations that her church does. And it's from that I met this gentleman and a lot of the people that go to her church. And yeah, so after his church finishes and my church finishes, he's going to come back to my beautiful husband's and my home, my exquisite beloved, who is currently on a self-healing journey elsewhere. To tell you the truth though, even if he was here, he's not really in that situation where he can do things like chop wood. There's a lot of things he's physically unable to do, which is why I was doing way too much, way more than one person should be doing, especially way more than a female, and a petitish female. I'm strong, yet I have a petitish body. I'm strong, but I do have a small body. I've met some women that are strong and got a big body, and they're like lumberjack with the axe. Basically, this gentleman's going to be coming after church today, and he's going to put the evaporative cover on the roof because I suffer from vertigo, so I get really dizzy, so it's dangerous for me to go out high if I can't grab something. So he's going to put the evaporative on, and then we're going to walk around and we're going to look at any other jobs that he could help me out with just to get me through. And I don't really want to ask him to chop the wood or to get the killing done. However, I've got a very injured wrist, and it's taken me, I think it's been nearly 3 weeks. I can't think, it's been a while. Check this out. How beautiful is this garden? I love it. It's just stunning. I love it. It really, every time I see this garden, and I met the lady who works on that garden. She doesn't actually live in Northern full time. She's only up here every now and again. Beautiful, beautiful garden. Yeah, so basically I'm going to ask him how he feels about chopping the wood, but if he's not open to it, I completely accept it. He actually had a terrible accident where I have an injured wrist. It's taken me weeks. It's taken 3 weeks and it's still so sore. And there's so much I can't do. It's this wrist here. So much I can't do. But the house is so cold. Winter's definitely kicking in. But good. It's good. Yeah, but this gentleman who's coming to help me, he's been working on his house, and he fell through the roof. He was working on his roof ages ago, and he fell off. He fell off the roof, and he landed really far down on cement, and he took 6 months to heal. He broke his collarbone and did all this damage to himself. So took him a long time to heal, and yeah, I just really hope he's got good boundaries. As a Christian man, you would hope that he honours his body. I'm honouring my body. I'm honouring that I need support and help, and working out ways to get it happening. And with winter kicking in, like the house is so cold at the moment that it's imperative that I start lighting the fire. So I really do have to look at ways of how to get the wood chopped and ready. So anyways, this is another house I really love. I I've just met the man. I don't know if it's a couple, but I've met the man. I love it. Really love it. It's got a really peaceful energy. I'm really looking forward to church this morning. The fact that I don't have my woolen beret, it means my head's quite cold. However, by the time I walk home, I'll be going, I wish I had my sun hat, and that's also in the ute. I just needed to get out. I just thought I didn't want to sit around. Even the front deck, it's not warm enough to get to sit on. Oh, had a really nice outdoor sun, call it the love seat. My beautiful darling and I call it the love seat. Well, he named it the love seat. And our dastardly dog has chewed up all the cushions on the love seat. So there's actually no cushions on there. And I'm not putting cushions back on there until the dogs are older. It's just no point. And that gets a bit of sun in the morning. However, this crispiness, yeah, you don't want to sit out in the sun when it's crispy like this. So I thought I might as well just walk, get to church early. Why not? Ask if they need help unstacking the chairs or something. Purpose of this YouTube, showing you this beautiful day and discussing the joys of community and discussing the joy of surrendering to accepting help, because that's Christian community. Well, you don't just have to be a Christian, there's other godly ways of being, which you can all work that out for yourselves in your own time. There are some legalistic Christians. Well, there is this thing that Jesus is the way, the only way, and all other gods, we learned about that 2 weeks ago. Not the Emirates. I'll talk about that. I've got the notes written down in my book. It's really interesting, actually. It's a really interesting topic. So God acknowledges all the little dudettes, the little gods out there, as like they're not dismissed or dishonoured. However, God and Jesus say it's through Jesus. So all those other gods can still do what they're doing, but they've got to also then go through God. But I'll explain that a little bit more later, because the way the pastor explained it was so good. And also I can link you to the actual online, the sermon. All the sermons are online. So I don't know how long they stay up for. I'll have to ask them how long they stay up for, but I could actually link you to the sermon where the pastor discussed that. Anyway, it was really a very, 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 very Elohim, 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 Yahweh Elohim. That's what it was, because we're doing a theme on the names of God, and Yahweh Elohim is the God. That's God with a capital G, God and Jesus. And Elohim's with a little e, and no, Yahweh is the God. So things like Buddha. Buddha's not a god, but Isis, all the Egyptians' god. They had so many. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of different gods out there, and they're all Elohims. So that you could call them leaders or inspirators or whatever. And then there's Yahweh Elohim, capital W and capital E, and Yahweh's like yo. There's no vowels in there. Like it's really hard for us to say it. So that's the difference, everyone. Through Yahweh Elohim is the way. Yeah, we can. Those people who have other Elohims, you can still have your Elohims and Yahweh Elohim. It's such a fascinating journey learning about God, everyone. And it's really clear in the fellowship, in the sermons, and also in the Bible about sharing burdens, being a fellowship, being within community. It's all feet of service to each other, supporting, servicing, and that's why we all go out of our way to keeping our glass up full, like always acknowledging us. I don't know if this is working. Hang on. Try. Tap to retry. That's weird. I don't even know how much of that you missed. Oh, I didn't even know. It said error occurred. Tap to retry. So I don't have a clue of what you've missed. I'm just going to wrap this up right now so I can hold my fingers proper. Just want to say God bless everyone. Happy Sunday wherever you are. I trust you're having a beautiful morning, and may God bless you with every time I see a feather, it's a reaffirmation that I'm on track from God and from the angels. Hang on a second. May God bless you all. May you all accept your supports and the wonderful community that being authentic and opening up to your needs and accepting support from others to help you with your needs so you're not struggling unnecessarily. May you be as self-loving as I am. God bless sweet ones. I'm going to turn this thing off. And may we all be warm if we're in cold places, and cool. Like if we're in winter cold places, may you all be warm, because our coldness is it's not a nice feeling. Okay, God bless. This that button doesn't like going off. It's really hard to turn that off button.